Hello there, John Coleman here, beginning of February 2022. My God, that sentence is scary already, but I must apologize. I would normally record video at the start of the month, and especially at the start of January, I would normally give my thoughts or expectations of what's going to happen in the property market for the following year or for this year. I just didn't want to start another year talking about COVID and lockdowns again. So it's with great joy here that I'm happy to talk again, and hopefully, well, we've got our lives back, and well, it means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to everyone else. Just please God, that will maintain and stay the way it is for the rest of 2022. We can just get back to living the new normal, I suppose. So, right, well, where are we at? Well, the leading experts, and I qualify the word experts because if you go back to the start of COVID, and there we mentioned again, the experts were predicting that the house prices would fall by 10 or 15%. Now, clearly that didn't happen. So what the expectations are right now is that in 2022, there will be, surprise, surprise, a continued price increase, but it will be more moderate than was in play this year. The year September 21, year-on-year increase was over 12%. Now, the expectation is, as I said, to continue to rise, but not quite at that level due to, well, what they're hoping for is new properties and completions of new properties to be well over 20,000 this year. So with the increased supply, this should help keep the price increases to a manageable or to more reasonable levels. But just keeping in mind, though, if you're looking at a second-hand property, the competition for those properties currently is still very, very, how shall we say, intense. So if you're looking at the asking price, don't assume that it's going to go over that, and that's what is happening in most cases. So that's kind of the expectations for 2022. Prices will continue to rise, but hopefully not as much. And that's down to supply. What about the demand? Well, all I can tell you that, well, on my first day back in January, I had 65 new inquiries waiting for me. And that has continued throughout the whole of January. So I don't see the demand going anywhere. So it's just a case of, well, how quickly does the supply catch up with the demand? So there's my thoughts on what's going to happen in 2022, just in the terms of price ranges. And as I say, I'd be surprised if the prices don't go up, but hopefully not by as much as last year. Where are we at with the banks? Well, exceptions are still the most common question I get asked. As I said, some of the banks will give exceptions, but only if you've gone sale agreed. So that becomes quite tricky. It's like, well, how do I know if I can go buy a house if I don't know if I'm going to get an exception? Other banks will give you an exception, but it will last for 6 months, but they mightn't go to the 4.5 times that some people need to get the home they want. So it's still the most asked question. It's still the goalposts change on a frequent basis, which makes my job pretty difficult in terms of, like, what I like to do is give people a full understanding of where they are, and I will continue to do that. But obviously, when the goalpost with acceptance changes, that's something we just need to keep an active consideration on. So 2022, hopefully we all have a great year, and hopefully for those of you looking to buy a home, that this is the year you can make it happen. If you're looking for a kind of update on your own roadmap, just drop me a line, and we'll fine tune it based on your current set of circumstances. Still having problems speaking English, but anyway, happy New Year to you all, even if it's belated. But I come from a much better place now that I think we have. Well, please God, we have our lives back again. So all the best for now, and hope to talk to you again soon. Bye.